I get it. I get it. You haven't seen me in a while. What you want me to do? I got you. I expect greatness. No greatness? What are you for? You cable box. I don't watch TV. I don't watch TV anymore. Listen. Let me put this inside you. Just to... What are you gonna do? You're just a box.
But I'm not just a box, Matthew. I am so much more. Should I put something inside of you?
Today I'm going to be playing Sunset Overdrive. I picked it up because they had pretty colors. What, you never picked up games because they had pretty colors? And nah, that's just like the old days. You just walk into the store and you'd be like, oh, okay, oh, this looks pretty good. You look in the back, remember that? You used to read the description? You remember when people used to read these? Yeah, you know, I did that today. Not really. Not really, because last time I did that when I was young, I got a really, really bad game for the N64. Let's not talk about that. Now the story in Sunset Overdrive is very simple. A company called Fizco releases a new energy drink, and everyone who drinks it turns into mutants. Yep, this story is not meant to be taken seriously. They constantly make fun of the plot holes and the game logic.
Okay, cool. I'm on my way. Wait, how do we communicate with Sam when neither of us is holding a phone?
You know, technology.
Sunset is an open-world, third-person shooter, jet-set radio, tower defense Tony Hawk with 90s bright mismatched clothing for that swagger. You start by creating your character, choosing from 2 body types each for both male and female, preset faces, and tons of clothing all the way down to your boxers. Or, you know, whatever you're into. We don't judge here. Rarely these days do I create a character from scratch and actually stay satisfied with it throughout the game. Sometimes in other games I might not like the choice I made with his face, or maybe the art style wasn't doing it for me. Or maybe I just didn't like the way he looked in certain clothing. But in Sunset, even though there are limited body types and faces, they actually look good. It seems to translate well from the character creation screen onto the game, and the faces actually look unique. You know how most games do the black face options, they're just white people with a little bit of darkness. Well, in this one, they actually spent some time with a variety of face options. Look at this one, he looks like he's straight off the boat from Africa. You can also go back and change anything on your character anytime after starting the game, just in case you're wearing something you don't want to wear anymore. After creating your character, you start the game just before the drink is released. You're just the janitor. Man, ain't nothing changed! This section serves as a tutorial teaching you how to move, like bouncing on cars, grinding, and running on walls. They teach you this from the beginning because while you're in combat you have to keep moving or you'll just die quickly. Enemies will either gang up on you or their bullets will destroy you, like that scene from Scarface.
Say hello to my little friend!
But you also get a reward for constantly moving. By chaining actions like bounces, grinds, and kills, you can get a combo that will fill your meter to allow you to use amps on your character. Amps can be slotted to your character to improve different actions like giving your weapon an exploding effect when you kill an enemy. You have melee and ranged weapons, but you also have traps for when you do tower defense missions. Later on in the game, when you unlock more traps and weapons, this can be chaotic fun and very challenging. But there are moments where I felt it could have been a little bit better, like more automated traps in the beginning or an increase of trap capacity in the later levels. One of the things I really enjoyed was the progression in Sunset. It seems like it was tailored to the way you wanted to play. For your weapons, which you can unlock by doing missions or buying them from Two Hat Jack.
My guns are like my children. I build them, I love them, then I sell them at a good price.
Each weapon gains levels the more you use them. They'll gain improvements like an amp slot, damage, and max ammo. Weapons also have a star rating on how effective they are against different types of enemies. So finding a weapon that you enjoy using in each category is really beneficial. There are also unlocks called Overdrives that give interesting perks depending on your playstyle. For example, if you only tend to use single-shot weapons, then you will gain a ton of single-shot weapon badges that you can use to purchase and upgrade overdrives. You can do something basic like increase ammo, or you can trade off damage with other weapons you don't use like deployable weapons. All of this is really fun to mess with when you find something that works for you personally. I tend to like most of the single shot weapons like the flaming compensator and the hairspray bomb. Then for certain enemies, I pull out nothing but the hits. Yes, it shoots records. Oh, and also I love my murdering. And the bowling ball gun. That's pretty boss. Yes, this game has some charm, but I didn't enjoy it right away. After a few hours from the start of the game, I thought my character sounded like a spoiled white unlikable douche. I mean, I don't have to relate to a character to enjoy a character or anything. I mean, obviously I'm this ripped in real life. Oh yeah. All the jokes were falling so flat, and the missions were as boring as a player taking too long on his first turn of Jenga. I was ready to burn my $64.79 when all of a sudden, things just got better. My character started to change when meeting other survivors in the city. This also unlocked some new, interesting, unique quests from then on. My favorite are the LARP missions. That's all I'm gonna say. This is also around the time when I started to unlock new amps and character moves like air dash, which changes the smoothness of gameplay drastically. It's one of those crucial upgrades where you're wondering, why didn't they give me this in the beginning of the game? It would have made my gameplay so much smoother and better. Once you learn how to slide on water, chain wall runs, and just combine all of that crap together, you move so quickly and efficiently through the city that you don't even want to fast travel. Even though the fast travel animation is pretty funny. There are more cool little things that just add to the experience of the game, like the death animations. These are the moments that started to change me from thinking that this game was such a disappointment to, oh, this game really isn't that bad, to holy crap, I'm enjoying this. Why was it so awful in the beginning? Maybe it's a combination of the character being nerfed and the voice actor's performance in the first few hours of the story. I started to wonder if it would have made a difference if I played as a female instead of a male. The female voice actor could have made a difference, like what many people say about Femme Shepard in the Mass Effect series. Many people played female Shepard instead because the voice actor was considered better. I decided to give it a shot, and from trying a few missions, yes, probably I would have had a way different experience. She is totally a different personality. I wonder if I would have hated or enjoyed the game more if I did.
Well, good luck, kid.
My name's Sam, but since you saved me and all, let me do something for you.
Nah, not unless you know where I can find a propeller.
I have to say this game surprised me. It grew on me big time. I thought it was just a bunch of missions with repetitive gameplay and it goes nowhere. I thought it wasn't for me at first. It does start off rough, but with enough time investment, it's a pretty good title. Challenging and beautiful. I know I haven't talked about the graphics, but I thought it was self-explanatory. I mean, look at it. It looks good. It looks real good. Should I get an Xbox One just to play this one game? I don't know.
Play nice.
Yes, you should. Get an Xbox One now. Right now.
Ha 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 ha.